Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you again tonight for the next movie review that I got a chance to check out for myself. See what I was going to think of this movie for the sequel to Beetlejuice. So, Beetlejuice, the second film, the sequel to the first film. So, I'm going to discuss what I watched with this Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder, and Jenna Ortega film. And Catherine O'Hara is in this one as well. So, I'll let you know what I thought of this hour and 45-minute movie overall. So let's dive into this movie review. Now, with what I've seen with this film, she's basically her daughter Astrid, Jenna Ortega's character in the film, meets this boy or whatever that's apparently she thinks is alive, but apparently he's dead and murdered his family and broke his neck too afterwards and died as well. So it was like a 23-year difference. So basically, she's wanting to help him. Well, not she didn't know at the time that that's what he did, but he asked her to help him, like a soul exchange in a way, where she offers her life and gives him life. And basically, this is where Winona Ryder gets in contact with Beetlejuice and tries to help her save her daughter and all that from the spirit realm or whatever, the downstairs realm in a way, which, to be honest, most of this movie is fucking weird. It's classic weird as usual, but I wouldn't say this is one of my favorite films of this year. I think it's a good film, but it's not one of my favorites. I mean, it had some weird, quirky moments and some silly, ridiculous moments that I felt had its cringe points. Like, for instance, if you have seen this movie, it is out on DVD as of now. I think this is one of the weakest Beetlejuice movies. Um, Not one of the best, but it's good in its own way. There are some issues with this movie I have to address. So, basically, Catherine O'Hara dies in this film. Her character, the mother of Lydia, uh, Winona Ryder's character. So, Lydia Dietz. So, basically, it starts off at the beginning where Lydia Dietz has her own show called Ghost Face or something like that. Ghost House or something like that. And then she basically reconnects with her daughter, but the daughter doesn't want anything to do with her at first. And then they go back to their town in Winter Haven at the old house where they find out that the Astrid's granddad died and Lydia's father died. So pretty much there's some untimely deaths and some stupid deaths too. Like the Catherine O'Hara death was kind of like, oh fuck, I just got killed by snakes. So it was like stupid. And I know I'm spoiling a bit, but this movie's already out on DVD, and if you guys have seen it, you kind of get the gist of what's going on. But from what I've seen with Beetlejuice, I think Michael Keaton came back in this movie, and some of the CGI effects were a lot weirder and creepier. And it made it weird in the way that it was like, that's kind of creepy. This movie gave me the creeps a little bit. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't the best Beetlejuice movie. So if I were to give this movie a score, I'm going to give it an average 7.5 out of 10. It's not bad. It has an interesting story towards getting closer to the end, and majority of the film has its moments where it's good and weak moments. But the execution and how the story's turning out, there are some critiques with this film. And The critiques are Catherine O'Hara's sudden death and by getting bitten by snakes, and she thought she defanged them, and turns out she didn't. So, pretty much, it doesn't end well for her. So that was kind of a stupid death, in a way. And basically, Astrid reconnecting with her father, which the father does appear in this movie, like at the middle, close to the end of the movie. I did like how Beetlejuice got back at the guy or whatever that was soul exchanging Astrid's life for him to return to the living world so he could wreak havoc on other families. But other than that, 7.5 out of 10 for Beetlejuice. I think it's an average film. This one was a little odd of a film. It wasn't one of the best Beetlejuice movies I've seen, but as a sequel, it's solid. It's not great in any way, but it's average. So 7.5 out of 10 for Beetlejuice, the sequel to the first film. And I know Alec Baldwin wasn't in this film because of what's going on with the controversy with him and how he can't be in movies anymore because he killed someone. It's technically it was an accident, but yeah, with the whole Western movie that happened a few years ago. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this film review for Beetlejuice, and thank you for watching.